Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Target!
Free Shavakadu!
What y'all get for number 12?
I got 18.
I got 9.5.
I got Abraham Lincoln.
There is only one thing worse than a rapist. Boom. A child. No.
Joey, did you eat my sandwich? I am your sandwich.
Good mythical morning!
Karina!
Shut up!
I'm currently eating sushi. It's very yummy. No.
I guess I'm just too tough to cry.
Oh, hi. Thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of Internet Exposition. Today we got a pretty good one. Today is June 7th. It is Monday. So let's just get started. Today on Rate Your Selfie, we got the first one, which is by someone, I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name correctly, but I think it's Anish, or it could be pronounced Anish, A-N-I-S-H. It's pretty good. I would probably give it a 8 out of 10. This next one's by Fabio. Looks good. I would probably give it probably also an 8 out of 10. Yeah. This last one is by Andy Lewis. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'd probably give it a 8 out of 10 as well. So that's it for that. Let's move on to the news today. Of course, we've all heard of YouTube's new short segment kind of competing with this new short clip thing that's going on the internet that's slowly becoming more and more popular. YouTube finally jumping in on the action with their YouTube Shorts. YouTube's TikTok competitor Shorts will soon let users sample audio from any YouTube video, which is very interesting. Being able to sample audio from other users' videos is one of TikTok's greatest strengths. I would agree with that. It allows meme to percolate across the platform and lets users discover new content by watching videos with the same sound. Soon, YouTube will expand this feature in its TikTok competitor Shorts, letting users sample sounds from any content uploaded to YouTube. YouTube officially announced this feature last month in its community support post, but tells The Verge it should now be available for the first time in new markets as part of the launch of Shorts in the UK, Canada, and a number of Latin American countries, including Argentina, Brazil, Chile, and Mexico, Colombia, Peru, Venezuela. The YouTube sampling tool will then roll out to other Shorts marketing, including the U.S. in the coming weeks. Shorts users can already sample sounds from other short videos as well from the library of licensed music, but this update will greatly expand the audio that they have easy access to feature. The feature will funnel YouTube users into the Shorts video via the new Create button in the mobile app. This will appear underneath the videos next to the like and dislike buttons. Clicking it will give users the option to sample the video's audios in Shorts. Shorts viewers will also be able to tap the audio in the video, head back to the original source for YouTube proper. And the article just kind of continues to give more details about it, but I think you get the gist of it. So essentially, YouTube new Shorts program is, like I said, they're launching a new, kind of like with TikTok. I'll just explain it real quickly just in case you know, sometimes when I read those articles, it's a little monotone, so sometimes it might be easier just to explain it. But yeah, essentially YouTube is doing the same thing that TikTok does, how you can take audio samples from other things. Like sometimes people take audio samples from YouTube videos, even old Vines or music. And so now YouTube is going to be doing the same thing. They have royalty-free music you can throw on there, and then they also have other YouTube samples. Like I said, you'll just be able to easily click the create button, and you'll be able to easily access a large variety of audio samples from other YouTube videos, which is a cool concept. My only hope out of this is I hope this YouTube Shorts. The problem with this concept is YouTube, first of all, YouTube really isn't known for short clips. Now, there are short clips that do exist on YouTube, and I think it's slowly catching on, but there's some people that just aren't quite getting the concept of it, or really it's not quite growing on people just yet. It's like YouTube's trying to be this catch-all media website. It's just like that, they want people to be able to post pictures and articles and stuff. It's kind of like when they released that community thing where you can post like a picture of yourself or ask questions, kind of like sort of like an Instagram concept. And that one is decently popular, but it still takes such a huge backseat as compared to just YouTube videos, just your standard YouTube videos. But who knows? Maybe YouTube Shorts will catch on. I think the problem is most people go to YouTube to just watch standard videos. I think the only other the other articles, like I said, with the posts that you can make, or with these YouTube Shorts, most of the time they get views are mostly from fans of the channel, and I think that's where most of the views are stimulating from. It's not like people are just scrolling through looking for these short clips, really. But who knows? Maybe it might catch on, especially with this new concept. I think it'll take some time for YouTubers to kind of figure out how to make that work just yet, because TikTok took a long time before it really kind of got everything smoothed out just yet, because when it first came out it was pretty rough, and it's gotten a lot of things smoothed out much better. But so with this new YouTube Shorts thing, I still think people are kind of getting the hang of it. It's still growing on people, and so I think it's going to take some time. But who knows? Maybe it'll go somewhere. Maybe it not. One thing, Google is not the best at creating things, though. Like they're most of the stuff that they have that is very successful is usually stuff that they just bought, like YouTube, because they didn't make YouTube, they just bought YouTube. And even Google, the website Google, they didn't even make that website, they bought it. So it's just kind of like I said, it's like they're really better for they're better at like I said, making buying stuff or doing something that's already been established and maybe adding some new features to it than they are really creating things. But technically it is a feature on YouTube, so who knows, it might work. So, because I remember back in the day when Google had their own video sharing, but a lot of younger people may not know that, but yeah, Google actually used to have their own video sharing website where they had Google Videos, and it was probably the closest competitor to YouTube. And it was actually decently popular, quite a bit popular than most other video sharing sites, with the exception of YouTube, of course. And so it's not like they're new to the whole concept of creating things and making things work. It's just that a lot of times it seems like every time they try to create some, it seems to be an epic fail, but who knows, maybe this will work. Today on YouTuber birthdays, it is, let's see, who is this? This is Daniel Ingberg. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. He's turning 14 today. He's a songwriter, singer, rapper known for his music and cover videos. It shows that he's currently inactive, though, but maybe he'll come back. It is, if I can pronounce this name correctly, Ayin Rosa, or maybe it's pronounced Ayin Rosa, is turning 17 today. She is an Indonesian YouTuber who edits, and music videos revolving around the Malaysian animated series. Interesting. So happy birthday to her. It is Alexa Rivera's birthday today. She's turning 20 today. And she's the brother of Brent Rivera. I can't seem to speak today. like I said, she's turning 20. She's a YouTuber as well. Of course, we all know who Brent is, but yeah, she's really popular too. It is Dang Matt Smith's birthday today. He is turning 25. He is a American YouTuber who lives in Los Angeles, California. So happy birthday to him. It is WJ Law Memes the Fox. That's a long username. Birthday today. He's turning 22. He's an American YouTuber who resides in Michigan. He has been influenced by channels of Cyber 8 and Pilot Red Sun. So I'm assuming he's a meme channel since it says memes. It's Fortnite Stuff's birthday today. He's turning 26. He's most popular for being a YouTuber. Originally played Minecraft on his channel, Minecraft Universe, and it consisted of him and Branson, and later's departure, who from the duo left Jason and the channel's sole representative. Jason was the member of the group known as Team Crafted. All right. It is Minecraft Universe. Oh, it's that's the same YouTuber, so we'll skip over that one. The Professional's birthday today. He's turning 27. He's a Polish-American YouTuber known for his gaming videos. There's a lot of gaming channels on YouTube. I feel like I've said that multiple times, but it's just like every time I read through these birthdays, it's like gaming channel. I was like, but I guess it is popular, so I can't blame people. It is Ellens Andrews. I'm probably butchering that name all the heck. Turning 29 today. He is English YouTuber that posts gaming videos, specifically Grand Theft Auto 5, and his silver called Redline RP. So, It is Harlem Fetty's birthday today. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. He's turning 30. He is a American musician, rapper, and songwriter who performs the genre of rap, hip-hop, R&B, trap, and pop. Since he began his career in 2013, he's released a total of 2 studio albums, including Fetty Wap and King Zoo. It is Geography Now's birthday today. He is a South Korean American YouTube vlogger. Though its main series and namesake, it covers the geography and history, politics, culture of the sovereign country every episode. Though the alphabetical list of the United Nations members, he often includes co-hosts in his videos, such as Keith Everett, Hannah Bamberg, and Noah, I can't pronounce some of these last names, Guildmaster, Caleb Salton, and author Napkin Tech. And lastly, it is Trade Chat's birthday today. She's turning 33. She's a YouTuber, gamer, game reviewer, vlogger, and reality TV personality known for her Trade Chat YouTube videos, which she produces under the name Panzer. So, happy birthday to her. It's time now for the most fantastic memes on the internet. They're fantastic memes. So fantastic. They're meme-tastic. Memes today, we got, this first one says, a website allows cookies, me clicks yes, my FBI agent who hasn't eaten for 2 days. Yeah. If you got $1 for every useless fact that you knew, you would have $0 because those useless facts are no longer useless because they make you money. He's out of line, but he's right. Yeah, that's true. This one is hilarious. It says when you delete several games to make space for a new one, but it turns out to be a trash game. You know how much I sacrificed? Now that one made me laugh. A really long time. This next one says me realizing that if everyone has an FBI, then half of the population is FBI. Wait a minute. Yeah, I know. I always tell people that. I was just like, people think like there's always like every individual person is being watched by the government or the FBI. I'm like, you realize how many people it would take to watch every individual person in this country? Just in this country alone. That's not even counting like other countries. People think that like the UN is watching them and crap. I'm like, yeah, you know how much time and effort that would take to watch each individual person? I was like, that's crazy. It says white people, Asians all look the same. White people. Queen of the UK, Queen of Canada, Queen of Australia, Queen of New Zealand, Queen of Jamaica. Yeah. It says, honey, I shaved. Do you know what that means? This is, I guess, the wife saying that to the husband. Says, oh, that drain is blocked up again. Video sharing catch up. Today I wanted to talk about, now I've talked about him some before, but I wanted to talk about Blue Screen Jason, because I wanted to get back, for a while there on the podcast I was kind of getting on a tangent with various topics about TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube as a whole, but I wanted to really get back in the nitty-gritty of specific YouTubers and specific people on TikTok and Twitch. And so today I wanted to talk a little bit more about Blue Screen Jason. I've talked about him before on the podcast, but this one I'm going to get, like I said, more into the meat and the potatoes of his YouTube channel. I'm kind of, when it comes to Let's Plays that's on YouTube, I'm kind of one of those people, like, I'll get really hooked on them for a while, and I'll watch nothing but the Let's Play, especially if they're playing a specific game I want to watch them play. Which, with this channel right now, I'm watching them. I'm jumping back and forth between Daggerfall and Morrowind. If you don't know what those are games in the Elder Scrolls series. But I'm jumping back and forth between those two and kind of following along with what he's doing. But Blue Screen Jason is a gaming YouTuber. He also actually has a website where I think he still updates it from time to time. He does these little comic strips of like little cartoon characters, I guess, and he started it way back in 2004, so I don't know if this website's been running since 2004 or if it's just that's just when he started drawing the cartoons. I guess they're, like I said, they're like comic strips. So, but if that's the case, then that's really cool, because you don't see bump into too many websites nowadays. Not lower budget websites. Now there are obviously bigger websites. You got Amazon, YouTube, and Google and stuff like that have been around for ages. But I'm talking about like specific websites about something, like a lower website like this one, Blue Screen, Jason.ca, CA being for Canada because he's Canadian. But yeah, he does these little comic strips, and he still does them. He's up to number 237. He still does them. It's just that they're much more rare, far and fewer in between now. But the last one he did was last year in December in 2020, and he did one. But like I said, he used to do them more often back in like 2004, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and I believe in 2009 and 10 as well. But then after 11, 12, 13, he kind of started to slow him down a little bit, because I think he started focusing a little bit more on his gaming channel, which he started 7 years ago, and mostly just doing random gameplays of different various shooting games he likes. Sometimes he would mostly shooting games, but sometimes he'd play like some RPGs and stuff like that. And then he finally, fast forward, I think when his channel is still so overlooked in my opinion, because he has such great content on there, especially now today. But he still has less than like 8,000 subscribers, and that just, I left a comment on his channel a couple months ago, and it's just like, I told him that it was just like, And he actually responded to me. I told him, I was just like, it just boggles my mind how overlooked your channel is. I'm like, there's all these Let's Play channels out there that are, have still getting all these views and subscribers, and it's like his has been around for like years, and it's like, and it's not like his channel is like, like, oh well, if he put more time and effort into it, it'd be better or whatever, blah blah blah. But it's like, no, it's actually a really good channel. It's very good quality and everything, and but yet it's just like his channel just still doesn't really get the views it deserves, in my opinion. And but fast forward, let's see, I think it was about 7 years ago. So it wasn't too long after he launched his channel. It was back in February 10th, 2014. He came out with a video that was called An Intro to the Elder Scrolls Anthology, because back years ago, Bethesda, the creators of the Elder Scrolls series, they released an anthology of all 5 of their main series games. Now, there's more Elder Scrolls games than just 5, but those are the main ones. Because, you got Elder Scrolls Online, you got Elder Scrolls, the side quests, the adventures, and there's a lot of, and there's even some phone games and stuff like that. There's a lot of Elder Scrolls games. But they came out with an anthology of all 5 of their games. The first one being Arena, Elder Scrolls Arena. The second one being Elder Scrolls Daggerfall. Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall. And then Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. And then Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. And then, of course, Skyrim, which is the most well-known, especially nowadays. But he came out with this video talking, kind of doing an unboxing and showing off the maps and the disc art and stuff, because they're all physical discs inside the box art. And he was showing them all the content basically within the box. And but he also did an announcement in the video. The main point of him doing this video was he did an announcement telling them that I am going to be playing through the entire Elder Scrolls 3. So keep in mind, this was 7 years ago, almost 8 years ago. So very close, approaching 8 years ago. Very close on approaching 8 years. But he said he's going to be doing an entire playthrough of the Elder Scrolls series, starting with Arena, in chronological order, starting with Arena and going all the way to, he said probably Elder Scrolls 6 will be out by the time he gets to it. Well, Elder Scrolls 6 is still not out, and it's still not showing any signs of it coming out any time soon. I mean, it is in development, but it's probably going to be a long time before it comes out. And so some people may wonder, well, this is 7 years ago. Is he still playing the series? Yes, he is. And it may surprise you what game he's on. Now, he's finished Arena, so immediately after this video, he uploaded Arena. Actually, I think he uploaded the videos like that, literally that same day. So he did Arena, and let me see if I can pull up the playlist here. Give me just 1 second. If I can get the playlist pulled up, if my computer will cooperate here. Where is Arena? No, that's not what I want. Anyway, he played Arena. He finished Arena. I'll kind of talk to you about it as I'm pulling these playlists up. Yeah, he finished Arena. It took him, I think, just a slightly over 100 videos at an average of 15 to 20 minutes per video. Slightly over 100 videos, because Arena, even though it was a pretty long game for its time, it's actually not really that long as compared to most RPGs today. Because if anybody knows anything about RPGs today, they're typically like, got like over 200 hours of content, especially if you're doing side quests, and if you're getting really deep into the side quests, you're going to be playing a long time. So like it's going to be a long time before you beat the game. Now, you could beat them faster. But then I think it was in 2016 when he finally, it could be 15, but I think it was in 2016 because it took him about a year to finish Arena. Then he started playing Daggerfall, which is the second game. And it took him just slightly under 150 videos to finish that one. Again, right around 30. These videos were a little longer, so they were around the 30-minute mark. And then he started Morrowind, which is the third series, and he started that one, I think, around, let's see if I can get it pulled up here. Back in 2017, I believe. So 2007, May 22nd, 2017, he started Morrowind. And he's still playing Morrowind to this day. So it's like, it boggles my mind that he's been doing this series, and he's staying consistent with it too. It's like he's been consistent with the series. He keeps improving the quality of his videos, the audio, the video, and everything. And he's been consistent, keeping with a promise that he made 7 years ago that he was going to play through the entire series. He's still playing Morrowind. Now, I will say he's been doing a lot of side quests with Morrowind, because he did mention that Morrowind is his favorite game in the series. And so I think he did go a little bit quicker with Arena and maybe a little smidget faster with Daggerfall. He probably could have done some more with that game, because there is quite a few things to do in Daggerfall. But with Morrowind, he's really taking his time and working his way through. Otherwise, he might be already done by now, because I think he's already approaching the end. I've already watched some of his more recent videos on Morrowind, and it looks like he's already getting close to the end from what I can tell. I've never actually finished Morrowind, but I have played quite a bit of it, and it does look like he's approaching the end there. He's wrapping things up, and he's at, what video is he at? He's done 272 videos, or just slightly over 250, because some of those are other Morrowind related videos, not actually gameplay videos. So just slightly over 250, and he's still playing, but it does look like he's wrapping things up. So it might be, maybe another 20 to 50 videos, and he might be done with Morrowind and heading on to Oblivion. So I wanted to just congratulate, Jason, and because he's got more, what word am I looking for? Dedication, I guess. He's got way more dedication than I have, because if I was getting the views he had while putting all that work into my videos and keeping up consistent with that content, I think I would have probably given up a long time ago. Because I've done gameplay videos before, and they're not as easy as they look. I know I've mentioned in the past on podcasts that it's like, everybody just does gameplay videos because they're easier and stuff, but there really is some work involved, if I'm being honest, especially if you got a face camera in there, because you got to sync everything up, you got to make sure your video looks good, plus your gameplay video, and everything needs to look just nice. And then you gotta, if you don't have very good editing software, sometimes you have to get better editing software or work around limitations. I knew a YouTuber one time that did gaming videos, and he actually said that he had really, really slow internet. He had a pretty good computer and pretty good editing software, but his internet was really slow. And so, because he lived with his parents at the time, and he said it literally would take like 5 hours just to like upload a video to YouTube. So he was uploading like almost every day. And so I was like, wow, that's dedication. He was sitting there making sure the video got out like almost every day. And so like the same thing here with Jason. He's so dedicated to making sure, that these videos get out, and that he stays consistent and keeps up with his promise that he's gonna finish this series, and it's like, and I'm so that amazes me. I love seeing YouTube channels that are so consistent like that. They keep things. It reminds me of like James from Cinemassacre. And, the fact that he's still, he started this angry video game nerd thing, like even before YouTube existed, and yet the show is still going. And it just boggles my mind. But at least with that show, it does get a lot of views and likes and appreciation that it deserves. But with this channel, I had to talk about it some more and talk about, like, there are YouTubers out there that it's like, if you think that the old days of YouTube where people don't, everything's all about challenges now, or everything's all about, kid content now, or everything's all blah, blah. And it's like, and no one is taking gaming on YouTube seriously anymore. It's like, no, there still are channels out there like Blue Screen Jason that he, like I said, he's coming out with quality content. No, the Elder Scrolls isn't the only games he plays. He also does play Arma 3, which I think he actually played Arma 2 when he first started his channel, but now he's on the third one, Contact. And he also he's working on the Witcher series, which I don't know if he's planning on doing. I haven't watched any of those yet, but I'm planning on doing it once I kind of get caught up on the Elder Scrolls series. But he is playing through the Witcher series, and I don't know if he's planning on doing a full playthrough of all 3 Witcher games or not. I'm not sure about that, so that one I'll have to come back to you on. Maybe if I ever do a third Blue Screen Jason video, I may mention that. But he's also doing Battlespire, lots and lots of games. He has some of them he has completely finished the Let's Play, and some of them he has he's still working on them. And so, yeah, just check out Blue Screen Jason. Like I said, I will put a link in the description to both his YouTube channel and his website, because, like I said, he actually has some comics in there, and they're actually pretty good quality, and they're actually pretty funny. So I would definitely challenge anybody to check those out as well. And then I'll also put a link to the description for his YouTube. He also has a Patreon if you want to check it out. I think he does have some people that has it. Yeah, he has 8 Patreons already. So if you already know who he is and you're interested in maybe supporting him because of the fact that he's just so consistent, he does have a Patreon. That's probably the easiest way to support him. And also, if you don't know who he is and you check out his videos and you really like him, then definitely consider supporting him on Patreon as well. And so this is the part of the podcast where we talk about YouTube commenters, the meanest people in the entire world. They slither out of their bitter graves to come and attack on YouTubers. When YouTube commenters attack. So here on YouTube Commenters Attack, I got, I think I got about 4 or 5 comments. I think 4 could be, that are pretty good. This one says Nico Jenkins. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. This is a video about Nico Jenkins. He's in court, I think. It says someone left a comment saying Nico Jenkins doesn't flush the toilet. He just scares the shit out of it. This one is from a little snippet from the old Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory with Grandpa Joe, dancing around. It says Grandpa Joe wouldn't have kept floating after he stole that soda. Or I wish Grandpa Joe would have kept floating after he stole that soda. Oh, man. Yeah, everybody always hates on Grandpa Joe because of the fact that he's like, gets out of bed, because there's, like, oh, now that there's Sweetums involved, let's get out of bed, so they're always hating on him. It's like, he didn't really need to be in bed, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, first of all, he is a pretty old guy. Just because he wasn't actually bedridden. I think the point of him being in bed is the fact that it was cold there. It's not like they had central heat, And so the point, of him being in bed, I think, was for that concept. But I think and the book really is what it's based off of, was trying to hammer in with the grandparents. It's not so much that they necessarily had to be in bed. Sometimes it's just about the fact that there's just, what am I getting out of bed for kind of concept. It's almost like a depression type thing or an oppression type thing. It's just like nothing ever good happens in life. And that was kind of what the movie was trying to hammer in. It was just like their life has all just been a misery, from their life to their grandparents' life. It's like they've been poor, for many generations, there's just like, so it's kind of hammering the fact that it's just like, what's there to get up for? What's the point and purpose of getting up, when there's nothing to get out of bed for? And I think that's what the point of the scene was. It's like, Charlie finds this golden ticket, which is supposed to be like a metaphor for this is our ticket out of this lifestyle, and something greater is finally coming. You just have to be patient. That's kind of what the movie was hammering in. And so it's just like, then Grandpa Joe jumps out of bed and he's excited and stuff. But I can totally understand why people, hate on him, because it's like, oh, now that there's chocolates involved, he's jumping out of bed. But it's like, I got a golden ticket. I got a golden twinkle in my eye. But yeah, I think that's just what the movie was hammering forward, is just like, now there's a purpose to get out of bed. This comment says, I once went to a Chinese buffet with my friend who was 6 foot 6 inches and 350 pounds. The lady said verbatim, you too big, you pay double. Oh, man, I love how blunt people are sometimes with what they'll say to anybody. This person says, I'm not sure what the video he's replying to is, but he said she needs a COVID test. She's got no taste. Anyway, that is it for today's podcast. I hope you really enjoyed it. I gotta, like I said, I always got to give myself a little bit of a shout out. If you're interested in this podcast, I do now have another podcast. If you're also interested in video games in the Jack and Daxter series, excuse me, I have a podcast on the Jack and Daxter series now. It's called Eco Power, ECO Power. If you want to check that out, or so I do have another podcast out now, and I also have a YouTube channel. If you want to check out my YouTube channel, I do skits and mostly challenges, a lot of food related stuff. If you want to check that out, and if you want to get a hold of me about any of my content or this podcast in particularly, you can reach out. The easiest way to reach me is on Instagram, because I'm on there all the time. I'm like addicted to Instagram. So if you DM me on there about any of my content, then I will most likely see it, pretty quickly, in most scenarios. And so if you want to reach out to me, that is the easiest place. Maybe there's something about the show you think that's maybe needs some improvement, or you just have some feedback or comment in general, submit me on there. Another way to reach me is there should be a link in the description that says like message on there. A voice message, I believe. If you don't, want to have to type in, a long paragraph of whatever you want to say, you can actually just submit a voice message to me directly through that system, through that link, if you click on it. And who knows, I might even just put it in the next podcast if you submit it to me. But anyways, check those out if you want to reach out to me. And that's it for today's show. I am Kevin Emery. This is Internet Exposition, and I'm out.